This is the Galaxy Report for December 3rd, 2006, Chapter 62.
Welcome to the Galaxy Report. I'm Freak Asaka. My co-hosts this week are Gyron. Gyron, what's up?
I'm doing good. You can't just stump me with a question like that right from the get go. That's just wrong.
I got to ease into those next time, don't I?
You're like a hard hitting journalist from Fox News.
I feel like Larry King right now.
Dude, I'm Larry King. I already called it.
Okay, you can be Larry King, and of course our friend from the frozen north, Captain Canada. Josh, what's up?
It's cold.
Yeah,
I'm wearing my
Canada.
underwear only. Yes, it is Canada.
Yeah, but Canadian underwear is different. You have like those underwear that cover everything.
No, mine are short shorts.
No.
And the elastic's broken on the right.
No one wants to know.
I know. Really in retrospect, I was thinking that
to
myself.
Oh man.
We're off to a great start.
He didn't mean to. We're always off to a great start.
I know. We have to ease our way.
We did good last week. We were very on topic.
Well, we're going to throw that out this week. You know, two weeks in a row of doing a show, you can't expect much from us.
Yep.
We're out of material.
We're not Jon Stewart. We can't do one every night, much less every week.
We're going to talk about what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to start off what you've been doing in game. Same thing as always. We're going to go over Chapter 4, talk about our thoughts on it, what we like, what we don't like. We're going to do the Friday feature. We're going to talk about the poll questions that we had up this past week, talk about some of the comments that were made on the topics, and, Friday feature, I said that, right?
Yeah, but no flip, so no Friday feature.
No, we're going to talk about it real quick.
Oh, it's about Commando too, so yes.
Ooh.
Oh.
Aren't they the best?
Probably not.
I think so too.
Save it for them. Who wants to start off with what you've been doing in game? Gyron?
Josh said he would.
You play?
Gyron, go.
Yeah, I elected you.
What have I been doing? What haven't I been doing in game?
Ooh. You've been playing that much?
Actually, yeah, I guess. Apparently.
In between Rainbow Six marathons?
No. You gotta balance it off. Can't just not have it balanced, because otherwise you won't be
balanced.
Yeah.
So what you been doing?
I decided to stop grinding officer because I can't do that legacy quest because it's still bugged, but at least the CSRs are thanking me for my patience, and that it's a known issue. So I've respec back to Master Entertainer, and I'm waiting for Chapter 5. I don't know. Played around with some commando expertise. Played around with some spyage. Spyage.
I like that.
It's a word I just said. I don't know. Just generally avoiding PvP and being a Care Bear.
Sweet. Josh, what you been up to in game?
Me and Gyron took down the Corvette a couple of times today. Like the ground one. We double commandoed up on it. I PvP'd.
Had a chance.
Overpowered.
Yep. And we camped a hidden bunker for GCW. That's my week.
It's not really hidden anymore, is it?
Why don't you give the coordinates for it?
Where's my vendor at? Give the coordinates for my vendor. Anyway, you go.
I don't have the coordinates for your vendor.
I logged in this week.
You did today.
Yeah, you guys saw me, and Cactus saw me. I decided to check out my Hollow Pet, see what I got. Pissed you guys off.
Speaking of which, those are stupid.
What's that?
You don't like them?
No, I think they're stupid because I got nothing but squalls. I got 3 squalls, 2 quankers, and a bird.
I got
no rares.
Pico.
I got one of those. I got a Slice Hound. I got what else I get? Got a Rancor. Got an Ewok.
I hate you.
on servers I never play. If you're on Ozzy or Chimera, you want to trade with me at Starsider, do a cross server swap. Let me know.
Forward them to me though.
No.
I want an Ewok. What do you do? You don't even have a house.
Yes, I do. I have a PA hall.
Dude, he's got a totally awesome house.
And
There's nothing in it, but it's still a house.
Oh, there's tons of crap in there. All my Legacy Quest crap. I had to put it somewhere.
You can put it on your Wii. Little Ewok.
If I could, I would.
Good. You got the little Wii carrot. You can make little
Mies,
characters on
little
Wii.
Mies. Yeah, I made Hitler. I made my family and Hitler. So I'm playing Wii baseball, and right after my son, there's Adolf comes up to bat.
Does he pitch left or right?
Yeah, right.
I was a lefty.
No, I don't really care. It just looks like Hitler. That's all that matters. Okay.
Yeah, quite a week for all of us.
Yes. But at least we played the game. I did.
We always do. It's just you it doesn't.
I
Yeah, that's
do
right.
most
We're
of the
always
time.
like,
I've been on.
where the hell is Farouk? He's probably off
I've been on vacation.
being on vacation. And we're like, that makes us sad.
You don't care
And we talk about our feelings.
because all the stuff we do in game together.
That's right.
I'm just.
Think of all the things we could do if you logged in.
I logged in today and we didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's because you were busy logging off and checking your Hollow Pets, hoping for some big score for logging in.
And I got it, didn't I?
You did on different servers. It was funny logging in with my guy that hasn't logged in and having to redo like the NGE screen.
Yeah, I got that on my Aussie guy, Darnell Whitaker.
That's awesome.
Told you
Kit
throughout
Mar
the
got
whole
same
show,
thing.
me coughing. Okay, so what do you say we jump right in and start talking about Chapter 4? I've already kind of hinted at it with the Hollow Pets. Commando Expertise System. This is live now. What are your guys' thoughts? Not everyone at once.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Josh is busy typing.
Yeah, he is too busy typing, douchebag. It's it's good. It got a little bothersome right before launch when things were talked about, nerfing certain dot application rates and such. But I mean, it's just like every other expertise. It's got its strong points and its branches that are completely useless. I mean, I don't know. All in all, it's definitely Commando expertise.
Are you happy with it?
It fits my particular play style. I mean, part of the reason why I like Commando so much is because I like being able to use every single weapon that I have in my backpack. And it's nice. It adds
So
a couple.
thoughtful.
Yeah, it gives me a little, some extra damage for rifles and pistols. It gives me extra range for carbines and pistols. It gives me some useful damaging dot specials to use with them, as well as some nice heavy weapon stuff. So it works for me. I don't know how it works for other commandos who don't have the same play style as me. I can see a lot of them may or may not be pissed off, but I'm happy. I'm not thrilled. I mean, I would have liked to see more heavy weapons. I don't know.
Well, you had the new heavy weapons added. Are you playing around with those at all? Not really new, but the reactivated old ones.
Yeah, my Devastator acid launcher is really awesome because it pisses Josh off a lot because of the particle effect.
It's more knowing the lava cannon.
Yeah, actually, that's probably the best part of Chapter 4. The only heavy weapons that I'm really using is the Devastator lava cannon or acid launcher, and the HK rocket launcher, and the flamethrower.
Flamethrower. I've heard people using that to good effect lately. With the kill meter.
With the kilometer.
The kilometer, yes.
So what are your guys' thoughts on the kill meter? You guys liking it?
The kilometer?
It's not very useful, and PvP, but it's got its advantages when you're clearing bunkers and things.
Really, if you're going to use heavy weapons, the only real thing in the kilometer that is useful to you is the Killing Grimace, which adds plus 1% damage whatever your kilometer is at. So
Yeah.
if you've got 10 kills, it'll give you 10 plus or 10% extra damage. And then
I like it because it's a passive ability, and I don't have to push the extra buttons. That's my thing.
That's all that matters to you?
It does. Oh, we just lost
Yeah, just keep going.
Bob. Anyway. I'm half happy with the commando expertise. There's not enough diversity in it. Like, ideally, my alt should be able to be a completely different character than my main.
Right.
But that's not the case because there just isn't enough. Okay.
you hung up on me.
I know, we didn't like what you had to say. You weren't as
I mean-
well spoken as you should have been. So Josh is taking over talking about his thoughts on Commando.
There's so many respect commandos right now. My form is filled with posts and caps locks. I can't believe the number of commandos I'm seeing in game. And I thought this is what would happen with Publish 27, but we're getting flooded with Jedi. It was really funny. I saw a couple of them. It was one of the guys who was bitching that we had 4 dots before. We only had 2.
Yeah.
And he was respecting the commando. He was saying we were underpowered and then we didn't have a good enough of a heal. And that made me happy because respect Jedi commandos are stupid.
Well, yeah, I think the one thing good about like people respecting from one profession to another is it gives them the opportunity to play it. So they might have like some, preconceived concept, like thinking, okay, this is what commandos like, from the Jedi perspective. But then when they switch over and they actually try it themselves, they can say, oh, well, you know what? I just suck at playing Jedi. It's not as overpowered as I thought it was.
The only thing is then you gotta hear them cry about how it's taken them 5 million to respect back to Jedi.
Oh,
Should have respect 50 times before.
I know. Like, I feel bad that, like, some of my characters that didn't have respect devices are, like, costing them, like, 100K to respect.
Well, with your new system that you have down by in the, SWG Complete,
No,
you don't have to worry about your characters and money.
I almost feel like someone that buys their credits on eBay, but
well, you are. I mean, did you buy one today? I remember you went to Best Buy.
I almost did.
It's probably cheaper for you to buy your credits on eBay than what you're paying now, because you're paying what? Like, you're paying $30 for how many
You know
credits?
what it is? I was in a rage for not being able to get the Wii. And I'm like, well, I got all this money saved up. Why don't I just freaking blow it on a game? A dying MMORPG.
Not once, but 4 times.
Did
I've
you
only
really?
done it twice.
Okay.
You'll do
Well,
it.
the first time was none of my alts had the expansion, so it worked out. And then the second time I was toying with giving the idea of keeping my bark for my alt, who I play all the time too. But then once I saw it in game, and it is kind of cheesy, I just don't like the animations. So
The art?
I put it up for sale. No, the animations. The art, it looks fine when it's standing
No,
still.
the
but when-
ATRT. I abbreviated it.
Oh, I see. That must be some kind of Canadian.
Lingo.
Yeah, what we do when something's like NASA, that's okay. But like ATRT, that's not okay.
Yeah.
You think when you know what NASA stands for?
National Air and Space thing.
Association, maybe? I'll look that up.
You do that.
What do you got? Canadian NASA?
Dude, we have the
NASA?
Canada Army.
Bottle rockets.
Those are illegal.
That's your space program. Phew.
Administration. It's aeronomics.
That's what I said.
You
That's
said
what we'll edit.
astronomics.
Listen, asshole, we'll edit that shit into the show.
Well, now that we know our government agencies, let's move on to Chapter 4. Spy expertise. Gyron, you played around with it. I respect tonight my main on Bloodfin. I respect him back to Spy. So I didn't really get to play around with it a lot. What have you done with it?
I think I dig the spy expertise the most out of all the professions that I've played with expertise. I mean, it just seems to me that it's got, like, when I was doing my beloved commando expertise, I was like, wow, I've got like 6 points left over and everything that I want. Everything else looks useless. What looks the most useful out of these useless skills? And when I was with, yeah, I have like a couple points in remote detonator. But that's a whole
Just to
other
do the
story.
animation because it looks
It's
cool.
a nice animation. I know. What else am I going to put it in?
Bravo on
Grenades.
that animation.
It's cool.
Good job,
I just
guys.
wish it was a different animation for like detonating it and setting it down. Like I wish he actually set
Have you
it
figured
down.
that out? Can
Huh?
you get it to work? I can't get that stupid
Yes,
thing
I
to
can
work
get
in
it to work.
PvP or anything.
That's because you suck at pushing buttons on a toolbar.
Hey,
Maybe you need like an Atari joystick for this game.
Hey, Commando Hour, we're on Spy now.
Anyway, regardless, with Spy, I was like overwhelmed with options.
You know, I felt the same way when I was picking through the expertise. It's like I've done Bounty Hunter and Smuggler, and I've played around with those, and they both felt like, okay, I picked my stuff and I have these extra points. And with Spy, I ran the same thing that you're talking about. It seemed like I didn't have enough points for all the things I wanted. And granted, I didn't spend a lot of time with it, so I don't know what's the best stuff. But it just looked like there's a lot of things that I wanted to invest my points into.
Yeah, I have my Spy almost set up like what I had my old Rogue in Warcraft set up as. Too bad that game sucks after you hit max level and there's nothing to do.
You're gonna get Burning Crusades?
No, I actually went so far as to uninstall it from my computer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
I got a
stuck.
better chance of reactivating EverQuest 2 than
You're talking about doing that today.
I know, but then I remembered I'll play it for a week and then never play it again because it's not Star Wars.
At least it would be cheaper for you than going back to WoW. Because you could just up to the station pass.
I could, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
more. Actually, I should probably do that. I don't know. It's
Sony,
amazing that-
I expect some commission on that one.
I know.
Have some money.
I can't believe how many freaking full templated characters I have in this freaking game.
You love
I just wish
you love you some Star Wars.
I wish I had a way to put them all on one account on the same server.
Well, I'm gonna roll the poll question from last week into chapter 4 since we're talking about it. And the spies came out pretty heavily voting on it, on the whether they like the spy expertise or not. And it pretty much came out 56% said they do enjoy the spy expertise, and 44% not so much. And some of the main problems in I put a post in the spy forums, get their feedback on it. And Argon SOS pretty much summed it up is they feel they went from being one of the best solo PvP professions to arguably the worst. They think that has to do with the loss of Vanish and the quick smoke bomb and the cooldown timers that have been added to it. And because one of the things you used to be able to do with Spy was you could attack a bunch of things. The second you got in trouble, you hit your smoke bomb, bam, everything dropped aggro. Now, when I go back to like when the NGE first started, Spy was the first profession I chose, I think. It's the first profession I played for any amount of time. And while I like that feature, I always thought that that was something that was possibly not intended to be that way, because I would just sit there and attack things, 10 levels higher than me and hit away at it. The second I thought I was getting in trouble, I'd just hit that smoke bomb. It'd drop aggro. I'd come out of it.
Isn't that what Smoke Bomb does?
Right.
Yeah, but it wasn't as big a problem back
Yeah.
then because specials didn't fire half the time.
Well, the problem that I saw with it was the cooldown timer on it was so short that I could attack things like a lot higher level than me and be able to like take them out by just like smoke bombing, having them drop aggro, heal up real quick, and then attack again. And it seemed like a decent strategy, but it felt like it wasn't an exploit. It was, I just think, an unintended purpose to be able to do it so much. But a lot of the spies, they've had it for a year now, where they've been able to just drop out at any time, and they're having a problem with that. It feels like, okay, now we can't play PvE the way we played it before. and I don't know if it's just going to be them needing to getting used to it a bit, to not have that. It's almost like a crutch, just being able to drop out of aggro at any time you want. You really didn't have to plan because you got overwhelmed.
They're not using Force
out.
Run. They're using Cloak, so it's not a crutch.
Right.
Oh,
I apologize.
Cloak.
I apologize for calling it a crutch.
But the point is, what's the difference between doing that and taking out a mob 20 levels above you by using a snare and just kiting it? I mean, I don't...
It wasn't so much... I didn't really have a problem with it. I just felt like it...
Well, it sounds like you had a problem with it.
Well, I used
cop,
it.
Bad cop.
I used it a lot. I'm not going to lie. It just felt like something that it wasn't intended to work that way, because you could just. Do you get what I'm saying, or are you?
I do.
I get what you're saying, but I think you're wrong.
Well, you know what? I'll kick you off the show. That's all I have to say.
You'll accidentally hang up on me.
I'm not going to argue with you anymore. I'll kick you off the show. What else do we have?
Who's on BBC America?
Sweet.
Who?
Exactly.
Darnell Whitaker?
Some of the other comments they made, the action costs they said seem fairly high. And Argon said that he does enjoy the expertise. He's just not happy with the silence on the PvE concerns. They really don't seem to be addressing that, so it might be a good opportunity for them to hop in and say, hey, we hear you. Give it some time, and we'll, I don't know, whatever they have to say.
House of Commons chat would be good for that.
Yeah, now that
HOC
it's out.
is what the kids are calling it. HOC.
The Hawk?
Raindog MX said, the feeling I get about the spy expertise is that all that matters is PvP, and gets involved in GCW through content, but not through content, but through PvP combat.
That sounds about right.
And then Michael Gross voted no on the poll, and saying that spy went from viable in only one aspect of the game, PvE, to being viable in only one aspect of the game, PvP. We've gone from PvE gods / PvP gimps to PvE gimps / PvP demigods. Being able to being PvE gimps is going to have long-term serious consequences. How are noobs going to level their spy? They're going to start as commando.
Yeah, because spies really do rock PvP now, because they can pop out and hit you for 7k right off the bat. But that wouldn't be very useful in PvE, because you just get shot by something else.
Well, do you think it's just something? Do you think it's something where they just have to kind of like relearn PvE to get away from constantly being able to use smoke bomb to maybe being a little more strategic, sneak around, hit something? I mean, you still have your smoke bomb that'll drop the aggro. It's just the cooldown timer on it's a lot longer, even with points put into the expertise.
Maybe if they rolled around some new moves for them that were more PvE centric, like I don't know, I'm not a spy. I don't want to even try to guess what kind of moves they have. I don't. I haven't logged in anything but my commando for a year.
Someone made that comment too, that adding some sort of like PvE only moves could help them.
But how do you distinguish PvE from PvP when you're doing it?
Well, the same way they will only let you stack 2 dots in PvP as opposed to PvE. Like what they did with the,
Yeah, but that's a dot. You're shooting somebody, like when if they had this like a separate cloak for PvE.
Then it would be the same way they have the late mass smuggler moves that are only usable in smuggler missions that you'll never use after you finish your smuggler missions because they stop.
So if you get shot by a guy and an NPC at the same time, what would you get?
You would get whatever the answer was. The server crashes.
Yeah.
The hamster has a heart attack.
Oh, figure that one out good.
All right, then.
Going chapter 5. Hope you like your Crash the Desktop, spies. Don't go to Restis.
An exciting new feature for spies.
Your vanish move is to get out of galaxies really quick.
I'll take you to that Windows wavy grassy hill.
What does Warcraft do for spy? Might as well rip that off. Or Rogue, whatever there.
What do you mean, what does it do? It gives you Sinister Strike that you can spam over and over.
No,
and
like
over
how does Warcraft do the spy kind of class? Do they cloak? Do they?
Yeah, the Rogue's cloak, and they do it from behind. They have like stunning moves.
I'm 13 again.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, they're rogues. They sneak up on you and get within melee range, and then they hit you with like a club or a dagger. Dagger specs are pretty good. I go sword myself just because swords are bigger.
Oh yeah.
That
What about medic? Gyron, you have any?
I haven't been a medic since probably like the first week I played this game.
See, that
except for the time I was doctor.
that was Flip that was supposed to be watching over that, and he's supposed to be back next week, so maybe we can get some more input from him. Medic looks interesting to me, so I was going to give it a try, but I thought I'll give Spy a try first, play around with that. I didn't know that you actually. Maybe if I logged in during the week and talked to you about it, I would know that you've tried Spy. But the medics seem pretty happy. According to our poll, 73% of medics are happy with their expertise, and only 27% are unhappy. So
I like medics in your group. I feel like medics have been pretty good with their heals and their buffs. They've got some pretty cool stuff going. But they get this god awful particle effect. It's the one
with all
where
the
little health symbols that fire in every direction.
I thought that was like some like problem. Like I thought there was like a missing
my game was
texture or
crashing.
something.
It was.
Yeah, but that's got to be the worst particle effect I've seen so far.
It's like the
and I
launcher
say so
pistol
far
from
because I know
Pre-Season.
there'll be a different one.
maybe they have contests. Who can come up with the worst particle effect?
I know, it's worse than if you fired 10 lava cannons in one spot.
Actually, I always ignored the people who complained about particle effects to some extent. Like I'm like, oh, they're overreacting. But then today, just to see how much it pissed off Josh, I can see that it actually really is a problem. Well, that and with that stupid spy cube of whatever
Which one
the
is
hell it is. The one you were just talking about, where it's like a bunch of presents. Like I really thought it was like a bug, like it was like missing textures or something.
And it has that annoying level up sound that you get by the blue frogs in the test center.
Well, you know what the worst texture I've seen. I've never noticed it before. Maybe I was just oblivious to it, and it's when I logged in today. I told you guys about it. There was these bugs that were crawling around on Rory, and they were like flat JPEGs, and only the legs would move. But they were like crawling on top of like all the other artwork. So there's like plants and everything around, and they would be crawling on the ground. It was like a flat, like a wafer with legs. And the legs would just move back and forth, and it'd come up to a plant and would just like walk over the plant artwork.
That's awesome.
And they were just I don't know.
Maybe they were going underneath the plant. You ever think of that?
They weren't going
the art department.
They weren't going underneath the plant because they were going right over top of it.
Maybe they
That's
were
your biggest
bugs.
beef with the art?
I'm just saying it's like one of the craziest things.
It's a bug walking around Rory where nobody goes, and we're talking about like explosions crashing people.
The bugs really pissed me off today. I saw it, I'm like, this is just horrible.
I'm going to write my congressman.
That's me.
Oh man, so we'll have to get Flip and his medic expertise in next week to actually tell us what's going on.
We'll tell him how much his stupid particle effects suck.
We can duel them.
Duel him at the frog and test.
Duel. Oh man.
They have buff lines going again at medics. They've actually got some pretty good buffs.
Yeah, they look like they're lasting about half an hour-ish.
Yeah, if you get a smuggler, an officer, and a medic to buff you can pretty much kick anybody's ass.
Well, what was the guy who had like 27,000 health and I don't know, like 18,000 action? Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
No, was it on Test Center?
No, it was I don't know if it was on
on
Test Center, but it was in the forums. I think general gameplay discussion.
What do you do?
He just like maxed out, like had like all like Constitution and
probably had like the crystals from the village.
Well, that and like the buffs and everything, but he had like his stats up to like 27,000 health.
Yeah, it probably lasted 3 seconds. They probably all started wearing off. He probably had the world's worst downer. Like 7 health.
They don't have downers in the game anymore, do they?
They do want a pixie, and when you clone, every time you die.
Well, I know when you clone.
Cloning is the savior of entertainers.
Yes. Creature handling, user interface. The creature harvesting skill modifier is now visible on your character sheet.
Creature handling.
Creature harvesting. I probably said handling. I just wanted to get everybody excited there for a second.
No.
Yeah, I was going to touch my creature.
G15 keyboard support. Who's happy about that? Who has the G15?
I got a $10 keyboard from Staples. It's
Oh,
very nice looking.
Galactic Civil War.
What does it do
Factions.
with the G15? What are the special features they added with it?
LCD
You can
keyboard.
launch missiles just by saying it out loud, like Firefox.
If you
the movie, not the web browser.
if you hit any of the 4 soft key buttons, it should
With
switch
Clint
to
Eastwood.
displaying a variety of data, including your hit points, your action points, whether you have mail
Has to
pending,
land on that ice field.
GCW points, kills, time remaining till update, your faction, PvP status, cash on
I found that
hand,
thread.
bank balance.
Always got a constitution of 1214.
Nice.
Dude, he's gonna be exploding or eating like every bit of food.
Is it photoshopped?
I don't think so. I don't see any JPEG lines
Because you're an expert?
because I know what Photoshop looks like.
Ooh.
I use it all the time.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh! I don't have my degree in it.
You don't?
I do.
Let's finish up chapter 4.
You
guys.
do or you don't. Make up your mind, sonny boy.
Galactic Civil War factions. When leaving the Imperial or Rebel factions, you must now wait 5 days before joining the opposite faction. Who does this affect?
Flip. Well, I've seen a few. I kind of like the way. A lot of things I don't like about the new GCW system with the whole ranking up and crap. What I do like is how it's made both factions very, very elitist. Like before, I jump back and forth factions every now and then just so I could try on a piece of armor with my Nando. And now both factions are very to their own, and you got kind of a real conflict going on.
Conflict, eh?
Yeah, people are like, piss off, don't kill me, or
conflict, see?
extensive boards.
Let's
It's
get
been-
that prick.
The GCW, by restricting people to a faction as much as they did with you switch factions, you lose your rank you worked so hard for. People have become very adamant about what faction they are. It's kind of cool.
Well, good.
It feels more like a war.
Well, that's kind of what the game. Not kind of. I mean, that's exactly what the game needed
Yeah.
to actually make people feel like I'm part
People
of
are
this group.
downright assholes to each other now, but it's still cool.
You're supposed to hate the opposite faction.
Oh, I do.
Imperial crackdown scans will no longer be confused about your correct GCW rank. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I won't be called the Colonel anymore, thank God.
Oh, Smuggler got some tweaks to it. Dot should no longer remove snares. Dizzy 1 should now hit for the correct amount of damage. Jedi, couple tweaks. Spy, what's that? Rename the non-expertise skills so they appear in alphabetical order in the command browser.
Yeah.
You know it.
Sweet.
Engineer got some work on it. Droid Engineer.
Holy crap.
Creature Harvesting Module schematic is once again available. Added an auto
I
harvest
remember
feature
Jen
for
talking
droids
about that.
equipped in harvesting modules. Hey,
That's 2 fixes in a year.
the Grave Robbers quest on Talos can now be completed. That's one I tried to do, but you would go to
I remember that.
you would go to on Talos one of the Rebel PvP battlefield areas. Well, not Rebel, but one of the PvP battlefield bases, and there was supposed to be a crate. Crate's back, so you can now. I can go finish that mission. I have content now. Yes.
What do we
I remember that because I was on the Talos Imperial base and I was sitting there and every now and then a level 54 rebel would run up and try to find a crate and I'd kill him. I was racking up the kills.
Oh, let's
Oh.
see.
You're like a kilometer. My awesome word for the day.
Hey, the main hero Tatooine quest is now tracked in the quest journal. Woo-woo.
Really?
Yep.
Cool.
Or is it?
Ooh, they fixed an issue that was causing the Old Republic droid modules, the Gungan Battle Droid, to delete before it was completed. Thank
Sweet.
goodness.
You're blowing my mind.
I'd hate to get that I would hate to get that far through the RSF computer missions, though, and then have it delete and not being able to complete it.
I hate the RSF computer. I hope I get to be one of the player spotlights just so I
It's
can say
my
that's
least
my least
favorite
favorite.
NPC.
Yes.
Space, hey guys, look, this is all about you. Pilot trainers will check for the proper GCW faction instead of positive faction standing before assigning a player to a pilot profession. Ooh.
What does that mean? If you switch to the other faction, it won't register your old faction, or register your current one? I don't know. It's a pilot.
I just read it. I'm not comprehending anything right now, so.
You just don't like pilots.
Nope.
Yeah, what's your...
No, I have nothing against pilots. It's space.
Pilots go in space.
Yeah, so that's like saying you have a problem with NASA.
Yeah.
As far as
The
I'm
national thing.
Oh, you guys gotta be happy. /Game Time is going to return the appropriate Earth time in the format of hours and minutes.
Earth
Thank
time.
fucking God.
What, does that mean your time zone, or is it in-game time?
This returns to game time approximated as Earth time in the format hours, minutes.
You could do that anyway by hitting Shift Control G.
Yeah,
well, no, now you can just do /Game time.
This is gonna be like that stupid hotfix for lights. You know what's really cool? I just noticed this today. It's a hidden hotfix. If you ever tried to pull a painting out of a pack and you like have to drag it out because there's no pickup option,
Yes.
then you can just double click on it.
Ooh.
Oh,
You know what I
3 years
like?
in the making.
I like how the yes and no buttons I switched around.
Oh, it's so retarded.
Isn't that awesome?
It's to make it more standard, you know? So,
Oh, you know what's worse? I was doing Restless Commendations today, and I kept like denying my reward when I was going back to the guy because they flipped over the OK and cancel ones on there too.
yeah, you know what? So screw the fact that you've been playing it one way for 3.5 years. You know what? This is more standard. It's going to be easier for you now.
That's right, you'll love it. Trust
They
us.
owe me 50 comms.
And this is something that should have been done in beta, not 3.5 years after you launch a game.
Ugh.
Say that about a lot of things.
Yeah.
This goes down in history as well. This goes with the remember the nerfed packs when you couldn't drag drop anymore in the packs.
Yeah.
This is one of
Yeah,
those
you
stupid
just move
fixes
around.
which I don't know why they get made.
Well, the pack one, at least, you know, we kind of like thought maybe there was like an exploit thing that was going on. We didn't know. This, yes or no? Why? It makes no sense why you would spend the time to change this. Like,
You know what?
you know, that,
They're trying to justify having customer service around by having them replace items all day.
that's just something that seems like really like nitpicky, like a manager's pissed off at someone. So fix it, yes, no, make them the right way or something, or make it like other games. Just go, do it. Get away from me.
There's not much time left.
Like people are running into SOE asking for this.
Like, the more I think about it, this bugs me just as much as those damn, like, flat bugs on Rory.
It should bug you more. At least those bugs don't screw you over and delete your stuff.
Those
Yes.
bugs killed my immersion. I had to log out afterwards.
My family was killed by bugs.
I'm going to put that in my bio.
Oh,
Glad
Garen,
bugs
tell them
killed
your
my
bio
family.
for Pythia that you were talking about.
No, because it's an awesome one. I don't want anyone to rip it off until I get it done. Not that
Fine.
anyone would rip it off.
Fine. You should tell them though.
A couple bug fixes, and that just about sums up Chapter 4.
Yep.
So, guys, thumbs
The
up,
fix-
thumbs down. What are you going to give?
You know, there's always 4.1 that just came out on the day after.
We're going to get to that
4.
next.
I'd give it a thumbs up, but I accidentally clicked on thumbs down because they switched them on me.
Ooh. So
Oh.
you,
Yeah.
regular carrot top there. Gyron?
No crappy props.
I'll give it 2 hanging Frenchmen.
That's very good.
Out of 5.
Nous sommes pommes frites.
I'm going to save my vote for... Actually,
you can't save your vote. That's
Then-
like saying, I'm going to ask you a question, then I'm not going to tell you what I think.
yeah, exactly. Well, then, you know what? For all the people who are happy with it, I'm happy for you, but I'm going to give it a thumbs down because really what really bums me out the most about it is the lack of any addition to the Legacy quest. And
Because you love
doesn't-
Legacy.
it's not
Now-
not that I love Legacy, but it's just that I'm like stumped. I'm like, Legacy is what had me like playing the game, leveling up my new character. It was like a consistent, I could just sit here and do this storyline and like level up my character without thinking about it. And that's gone, and there hasn't been an addition to it in like 4 months now. and you're probably not going to
Start a new character.
I don't want to
That'd be
do the
great.
same thing again. I want content to continue the character that I had created. I worked him up
It
to a
would be
certain
great
point.
if they do
Why
the
don't
next...
you go to Restless in PvP?
I don't want to go to Restless in
obviously
PvP.
Oh, you suck.
That's obviously what they want
No,
you to
I
do.
want content that will level me up as I play.
If you ask for it, they're going to rush it, and they're going to give you something like the Corsac main computer, which is like the cousin of the RSF one. And
Isn't
they're going
that
to make you
awesome?
try
Well,
more stupid
I'm not
places.
asking them to rush it. I'm just saying that it's been 4 months since they've added anything to it, and it was supposed to be a pretty constant thing. And I understood with Chapter 3 because there was like a lot of stuff that they put in the game between 2 expertise, the Galactic Civil War stuff. But this was pretty much like 3 expertise and hollow pets.
You know what's awesome?
What's that?
That we're this much closer to Chapter 5, which is going to either make the game stable or completely destroy it.
You've been saying that since freaking published 27. Everyone's a make or break. They break a little, but they fix a little more, so they're just kind of evening it out.
This is it, though. This is what it comes down to, the last 2 expertise. And if this sucks, then
Well, the crafters will be gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more. Well, you know, combat people. See, I don't know if you're like pure combat, then Chapter 5 might not really affect you. But if you're into the whole, if you're into the whole economy and the way it was like pre-CU, then if that's what you're expecting, this is really the make or break. If you want that economy back.
if they do it right, I think it'll totally affect combat. If you can
Hans is on it.
reverse, if you can reverse things that are looted and put them into crafted things and make them better, then it'll totally affect combat as well.
It all comes down to fun tent.
Fun tent,
Fun.
which means it's gonna suck. Unfortunately, Star Trek Online doesn't come out for
Do we want to take bets on when we're going to see Chapter 5?
Let's take bets on when Star Trek comes out, because I want to get that.
No one cares about Star Trek. This is Star Wars.
That's true.
I'm sorry, I missed by 4 letters.
But it's going to be the only futuristic MMORPG when it comes out if they don't do Chapter 5 right.
Ooh.
I think Stargate
Yeah.
is coming out.
Yeah, but no one cares about Star.
There's no Richard Dean.
So when are we going to see Chapter 5?
I'm going to go with the future, Nick.
Come on, my name's Farik.
Yeah,
What I
Tim.
said.
Farouk. Farik. Whatever. Mama Cass if you want, but
Yo, mama.
Joe Mama.
well, fine. I was trying to make some fun content where we try to predict the future, but I guess you guys don't want
Keep
to play
telling you
along.
it's fun tent. Not
I'm
fun
sorry,
content.
Fun tent.
I'm sorry I'm not freaking Nostradamus. I can't come up with a quatrain.
You should try. That could be interesting.
Maybe I'll do that.
You did after last week when I asked what content would make you keep wanting to play the game. You did send me an email that had the content that you wanted, which was a picture of a Trandoshan with what was that? A Wookiee head helmet on?
A Wookiee had. Yeah.
It's awesome.
That was awesome. Like,
Trandoshans are the best. Yeah, that was like the little gem that made that $30 for that DVD set worthwhile.
wait, that came with it?
Yeah.
The devs actually came up with Wookiee clothes?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Why don't they put those cool things in game?
Well, they have they have the Trandoshan Hunters. That outfit is in game for NPCs.
They got cool. That
Not
kicks
the
my
hat,
ass.
though.
How much stuff gets conceptualized but doesn't get in game, like the factional cities where you like build bases around your city like an RTS.
Yeah, as long
Cool
as
crap
it's
like
not-
that. And they don't do it.
Yeah, we want cool crap. We want cool
Yeah.
fun tent.
Yeah, we don't want anyone
Yes.
crap. We want
We want the
cool
regular
crap.
kind of crap.
damn straight, yo.
We want good crap.
Okay, chapter 4.1. Day after chapter 4 comes out, we get
The morning
4.1.
after.
Yeah. Bug fix. Some NPCs were doing extreme amounts of damage, in particular low-level NPCs that would occasionally one-shot players. Ooh.
That's right. One-shotted by Valerians doing Javas.
I don't think we're going to see Chapter 5 till the new year.
I think that's a pretty safe bet. I don't think we're going to see it till February.
Yeah.
You know how long it takes devs to get off vacation? Remember last year it was something like March before the devs started posting again?
Yeah.
The 2-month Christmas vacation.
Do you think there's going to be some type of like Wookiee Life Day thing that's not centered around Wookiees, but maybe centered around getting my character in game that Trandoshan Hunter's outfit?
You could ask. I
Yeah,
want
sure.
some Lederhosen for Christmas.
I think they're gonna do that just for you.
I hope so.
And
I
they're
hope
gonna-
it's part of the trader event.
They're gonna send me a PS3 too.
Really?
Yeah, for Life Day. What the hell?
Like a demo one?
No.
Why would you celebrate the Star Wars Christmas special?
I don't know. If anything, you would want to freaking deny that ever happened.
You know, it's like they pick the worst things in Star Wars and throw them in here.
I want a drunk Leia hologram.
That would be
A
awesome.
coked up Carrie Fisher hologram. That's what I want. For Life Day.
Like a Mark Hamill motorcycle accident.
I want George Lucas neck fat that you can cook and make something.
He was looking a little bit slimmer on the cold.
Gives you like a luck, plus 300 to luck or something.
Looks like a can of Crisco.
That's position secured material right there.
Oh man.
This is a
so
stupid
heavy.
move. Doesn't that root you? Or snare you?
Yeah, it roots you, but it gives you plus 200 precision.
But we don't use precision. We hit every time anyway.
Well, it's only really useful if you're using a non-heavy weapon.
But who uses a non-heavy weapon when they're commando?
I do.
Gyron does.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like
he's doing
special
it-
forces. I'm like,
He does it
I-
when he's like running around in his underwear like he did today.
yeah, we were doing
we
pretty good.
busted up the bunker in our underwear. I got made into an honorary
First of all,
Trandoshan.
Trandoshans don't wear hot pants because they're freaking above that. I was wearing my pilot's outfit and a plane.
So you're wearing that all day.
I know, because you were bugged.
Yeah, fix that one, Devs.
Yeah, someone unbug.
Trandoshan's wearing.
I could have relogged, but I'm too stubborn.
I know, I told you to relog. You're like, no, I'm a freaking Canadian. Canadians don't relog. We just surrendered to the Nazis in 4 weeks. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the French.
Friday feature for December 1st was Exploring the Expertise, Commando.
Let's talk
So-
about Commando.
We talked about Commando. What else do you want to say about Commando?
There's no real reason to talk about any other professions. I mean, Commando's the only profession
It
really
is.
worth playing.
It really is becoming a profession because everyone's respecting to it.
They're
I
respecting
can-
to it?
Respecting.
Disrespecting to it, I should say. They keep coming in there. People keep sending me tells like, "Why are the commando weapons?" I send them to the sticky, and then I tell them to get the heavy phaser rifle, and I send them back into the wild. And I've seen people pop up on the commando boards and ask where they can get the phaser at. Because they're stupid. They believe
Why
me.
don't you want these people to know about the phaser and where to get it
I
at?
tell them, because I don't want so many commandos. I hate being the flavor of the month profession. I thought about respecting to spy. But then I couldn't wear my $1 billion Mando suit.
I like how people get upset over other people wanting to try a profession. Why
I know,
would you
what's up with
care?
that? Yeah,
I don't
why
get
would
up-
you care?
Other people are trying to play the profession that I want to play. Or that I play.
I
You
like
know what?
being unique, and I don't like having the flavor of the
Fine,
month
There's
crowd.
no way you can be unique in this version of Galaxies. That's why I hate it so much.
I've always
Yeah,
liked
they went
the
by a long
commando
time
boards.
ago.
But if you go to the commando boards, the only people in there who are being dicks are like the Jedi who are popping in, or the people who wanted to call nerf on you. And that was fine because the commando boards rolled slowly. It was a great community. But then you get the flavor of the month crowd in there, and it's becoming just a bunch of flame wars, which sucks because, like,
Literally, you got to tell them like the old Republic flamethrower is like the best heavy weapon.
You know what? They'll go away. Just give it a month. They'll
Yeah,
go play
I'm
something
just-
else.
They'll all
Stop
be smacked
whining.
eventually.
Yeah.
They'll all be.
I'm not concerned about the people in game. I just don't like the crowd it is drawn on the forums. Yep. That's just my opinion, people.
Your opinion sucks.
I know it sucks,
Oh,
but it's still
shit.
my opinion. Don't take it as gospel.
Don't worry, we won't.
Dude, that's
just a surprise.
Gus Fillion.
I like the Friday feature has pictures of commandos using non-commando weapons.
That's what I do time to time.
When he's in his hot pants.
I don't. Trandoshans don't actually have hot pants.
I'm going to move us on to the poll question of the week. We already went over the answers for last week. This week's will be Chapter 4. Thumbs up, thumbs down. What are your thoughts? Everyone can leave their opinions and tell us what they like, what they don't like about the publish. Riveting, isn't it?
It is,
I'm riveted.
especially that
Yeah.
yes and no crap.
No, it's thumbs up or thumbs down.
What they're gonna do
Yeah.
next? They're probably gonna change the text to something stupid. Instead of,
I know, all tests.
okay,
all text
cancel
will be in
me.
a
Yao
will be in a
9.
Times Roman.
color that
Roman.
matches the terrain.
We're changing the font.
We're changing the color to any color that matches the terrain.
It'll make some stupid particle effect and noise when you click it.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Like, it'll be all moving around and stuff, and it'll be a particle effect.
Scrolling
That
text.
affects everything too. That affected everything. Like even trade windows are screwed up now because of that.
You know what'd be funny is like every time you try to talk to an NPC, like you have like a little box pop up, and then it has like the scrolling text, like at the beginning of the Star Wars movies.
That
That's
would
terrible.
actually be wicked iconic. I probably think that's the best idea.
Star Wars Alicious.
Ugh.
What do you say we get out of here, guys?
Why? It's only been like half an hour.
Actually, it's been almost an hour.
It's only been like 20 minutes.
I know, it's crazy.
Do we have any questions?
I don't know. I haven't even looked.
You should look.
Let me take a peek. Questions. Okay, yeah, we have a couple questions, so we'll do those, then we'll get out of here.
Okay. Gonna smoke.
Let's see. Question from Viddy. Despite what Thunderheart said on the subject, do you think
What's your head?
the issues with the NIMS carbine and other weapons are intentional or not?
I think they're intentional. I think they just tried to slip it in there, which is stupid because they shouldn't be nerfing things like that without even telling you. They've done it so many times, they don't learn.
You know, I don't think it's intentional. I think it got screwed up with a lot of other things that always get screwed up when they put it through. But I don't think it'll be fixed. I think
Or newly
like,
gained ones will work.
newly gained ones will work, which means the one you just popped 5 million on is kaput.
Yeah.
So we agree with you. Whatever.
Either way,
You got screwed. There's no denying that.
That's right. We're on.
Hopefully,
Screwed and helpless.
hopefully, if it was a mistake, they get it fixed. Otherwise,
Just don't hold your breath.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're the bringer of good news.
Do you think they should? Do you think they should give out more respecs with as much as everything's changed? I think they gave plenty.
You have infinite you can buy. I mean, maybe you could pick between getting your chapter gift or you get a free respec or something.
I'm still working with my respec tool that I got from the NGE.
Yeah, but new characters don't get respect rules.
And it's been a year, so there are a lot of new characters that are fully developed.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you got a level 90, you can. I mean, what for 10
I'd say
respecs?
yes. Yes, but it depends on the situation. It wouldn't be for everybody.
I like your
certainly not
idea about the
Canadians.
chapter gift. Chapter gift or
Thank you.
respec? What do you want?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that
Feel free
is.
to take that one.
I will. That was my
I'll just
idea. I
take
told
my
it to you
80K.
pre-show.
I meant SOE, but okay.
I'm taking credit for that one.
We'll see come chapter 5.
Okay.
Were they talking about another way of getting hollow pets next chapter? They were going to make some other...
Yeah, they're probably going to be awesome quest rewards.
Yeah,
where
you know what?
you'll
I
be
don't
able to
want that. I want the friggin' additional legacy
Remember-
quest so I can start playing again.
That's why I haven't gone spent 50 mil on Ewok, because I know I'll be able to get one next chapter for, like, legacy.
Shh.
Sell yours while you can.
It'll be different. It'll glow green.
Tuesday tip. It'll be
I'm like
green.
a hardcore Ferengi trader when it comes to buying buy low, sell high.
What about targeting changes? No soft targets for manual targeting now. It's actually harder to res, buff, heal.
What's soft targets?
Yeah, it's a big deal with with medics being able to trick a target what they want to target. It's unless you're in auto target, you don't even see the stats or the health bar of what you're selecting. Obviously, you don't realize it's not a big deal to you because you always use auto target. But with my commando, I always use free fire. And
Even though you hate the NGE system.
I do hate the NG system, but it's stupid not to with a free fire weapon. I do hate the NG system. And all my other tunes I use auto target. But with a commando, you have to use
Why?
free aim. It's stupid. I mean, look at how crappy you do.
Wow.
You're getting killed by NPCs on the frickin' Corvette.
Dude, I got 978 PvP kills now. I'm going for
and I've
1,000
got
tomorrow.
one. I've got
I
one.
know. Who was that?
The
Was
guy
that
who
Alex?
doesn't
one.
die on the Corvette.
It was the
It
guy
was
you
Osborne
shot
Colonel.
once, and I shot the crap out of him and killed him.
I know, and that ruined my perfect score. I
I'm
swear
sure
to God,
you could probably write a ticket and they'll reset your PvP rating.
I hope so. I should do that. I'd rather have them fix the legacy quest that I'm stuck at, though. That's a whole nother story.
That is.
Huskin infiltration.
Ooh.
It's looping,
Oh.
and it's only like the 10th quest in. That's why I'm respecting back to Entertainer now.
Oh, don't worry. If they fix it for you, then you're just going to fly through it in a couple days, and you'll be at the end, and there won't be anything else for you to do.
Don't you have 2 entertainers then?
Yes, I have an Entertainer on Bloodfin. And
No,
an
I mean on
Entertainer
Starsider.
No, I only have one.
You got the one that made me into Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
One I
embarrassing,
respected as
too.
mine.
I went to a guild meeting after Halloween, and I had to take off all my armor. I had to sit there in my clothes, and I looked like Hitler. And then people were like booing me.
That's right. You should probably freaking image design that SS tattoo on your arm, too.
Isn't that a B in German? They have like a double SB.
I don't know. You're the National Socialist.
I know what you're talking about, but
It's a B, it's pronounced double S.
yes. It's not really
Yeah,
a B.
little fact, Germans have 27 letters.
It's not a real B. Anyways,
Yes, to your
Anything.
question.
yes. We all agree.
We all agree Germans have 27 letters.
No, we don't.
That was a bad segue.
Yeah, I know.
We really got off topic quick there.
Well, we answered
That
a
was the
couple
most
questions.
anti-Semitical segue that I've ever.
Oh, man. I'll end the show now. I think
Sure,
we're
yeah.
done. Does anyone have anything else? You guys got to
Where?
stroke commando all episodes, so you got to be happy.
Commando's
We
the
do.
best.
Let's read off the list of all the officer promotions this week.
Let me bring that up.
No.
Oh, there's only 200. Flip would do it. Come on.
Yeah, we miss Flip.
We do. He's moving. He'll be back next week.
Next week. Live and uncut.
A week from today.
Yep.
Minus 2 hours.
You know.
Okay, really, I'm wrapping the show up. Just want to talk about donations for December. Instead of donating to the Galaxy Report, we're going to hop on this whole Child's Play bandwagon. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was the announcement that SOE is trying to direct people to the Child's Play Foundation. You can check out their website at childsplaycharity.org. Basically what they do is there's no administration fees. They take 100% of the donations, and it goes to buy sick kids in hospitals presents for Christmas. So we're going to say, hey, if you thought about donating to TGR, donate there, and any donations that we do get this month, we're going to send them to Child's Play. So help the kids get. You can also buy toys. You check out the website, and I mean, there's a ton of stuff there. So
Buy them a PS3.
yes, get those.
I'm the coolest kid ever.
Get the kids
Yes.
a PS3 so they can sell it on eBay and make some money.
What's the
Pay
name of
for
the
his
dance
chemotherapy.
that you learned from Mustafar?
What's that?
The name of the dance you learned from Mustafar. Isn't there
Which
a
one?
dance or a song? The one
There's no
that you
dance.
learned.
There's no
from
entertainer content on Mustafar.
I
There's
thought
prop.
there was one new dance and one new song.
There's the like lava dance where you jump into the lava before you die. And you clone.
Anyways, check out our website, galaxyreport.com. Hop on our forums. Make sure you swing by, vote for the poll question of the week. Chapter 4, thumbs up, thumbs down. Also give your thoughts on why you like or dislike the chapter. You can email us at thegalaxyreport.com.
I hope we do a show on Christmas.
Yeah, it'll be great.
We're all
won't it?
drinking.
When's that?
We should do a drinking show for
You're
Christmas.
supposed to keep talking. I'm trying to cut you off.
I know. You're a dick.
I am. That's why you have me here.
I know. So,
Man, I hate our chat room.
I think that just about wraps it up.
We're advertising
So
purses.
join us next week, 10:30 p.m. Central Time for another edition of the Galaxy Report. See ya.
I don't know why you'd want to come.
If you are enjoying the Star Wars fan audio production you're listening to right now, then don't stop there. Come see what the excitement is about at the internet's home of the Star Wars fan audio genre, StarWarsFanWorks.com. There you'll find podcasts, audio dramas, audio parodies, and more. plus the best and most comprehensive news coverage of the Star Wars fan audio genre found anywhere. It's an entire field of Star Wars audio productions, made for fans, by fans. And your audio gateway to that galaxy far, far away is StarWarsFanWorks.com. Join us. After all, it is your destiny. StarWarsFanWorks.com. Fandom has a whole new sound.
That was my cue.
Yep, you're on.
Go was your cue. You're not looking for a career in radio, are you?
I want to be Larry King.
Okay, let's go now. Go.
What am I saying?
This is the Galaxy Report for December 4th.
4th. 5th.
Second.
Where's my chocolate calendar?
I was way off. I was thinking of the Star Trek Legacy release date.
Yeah, so next time you want to tell me how to start the show,